Hey everyone, it's Jessica. I have a layout share for you today for the month of July 2024. So let's just jump right in. So this one was one that I created, I believe, with a pear tree cut file. I did lots of stamping with some LA Studio stamps and lots of machine stitching back and forth. This is a nice photo of my two boys and their one friend from school. And I do not have permission to share him publicly, so that's why I just put a little smiley over his face so that we can protect his privacy. But that's that one. I've got this one. This is another pear tree cut file that says Best Dad. I decided to use this for one of our zoo pictures with my son and my husband. And I just think that turned out really, really super fun with all the mixed media in the background. I believe that was done with some Shimmers paints and some Cocoa Vanilla Studio goodies. This one here is, I think, more Shimmers paints, if I remember right. And this one was for, I think, Spiegel Mom scraps. I've got some Hip Kit Club goodies on here, some stamping. I have cut down my papers into the Starburst design and added some flair by Scrap and Happy Studio to document some photos of my son at the beach. This one is both my boys, and this was for a monochromatic challenge for a cherry on top. This was, I think, one of our YouTube hops, and I stuck with mainly yellow, threw in some black as well, and I used the summer cherry box for this one, along with some Simple Stories goodies, and this super sweet photo of my boys. I thought it just looked cute, like he was reading. He's actually reading and playing with this little puzzle, and he was so intertwined with it that he wouldn't even look up for a photo. So I thought this story worth telling was just perfect for this layout of my boys. This is actually from Vicki Booten from one of her sticker books. And then this one was for the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. This is some photos of my baby girl at the beach. Again, some mixed media with some Shimmers paints on here and some gesso. I used white gesso on the background. I also did some stenciling on this one as well to kind of make it pop. And then I just added little bits and pieces from one of the Not Just for Boys kits. Of course, sequins too, because I just love sequins. This one's got some sequins as well on it. And actually, I must not have even glued this piece down because it's like, it's popping up. So I'll have to add a little bit more glue to that and get it stuck down before I put this in my book. But this is a layout with a pear tree cut file, and we've got some flair by pear tree as well on here, and a photo of my kiddos just driving around on our farm with their little John Deere little buggy. So this was actually I think this was a paper issue sketch too. It had this large tag design and these little hearts on here, but I decided to use circles on mine instead of the hearts. And then of course added some sequins as well because it's one of my favorite things. This one was for Shimmers paints. This is my absolute favorite layout right now. I love this one so much. I used some circles on my background. The background itself, the paper is from, I think it was a photo play collection. They have a Anchors Away collection out, and it's just super cute. It's got all these little cruise things and little anchor paper, and it's just really super fun colors. I don't go on cruises, but I bought it because it has really fun colors in it. I used some Shimmers paints on the background here, as you can see, and lots of splatters and some sequins as well. And I just put a lot of layers around my photos. Some flair by Scrap and Happy Studio, some Hip Kit Club goodies, and then some border pieces as well. I think this one, this little border die might be from Bramble Fox, if I remember right. This one here was for Thermoweb. I've got lots and lots of sequins on here. I've used a pear tree cut file on here and used some deco foil for my waves. And then I glued down a whole ton of sequins for the kind of foamy part of the wave. And then I also used this Making Waves little acrylic piece on here. I think that might have been from Pear Tree too. And this is one of my favorite layouts too. I just love all these sequins. I just think it's super fun. And I used Pebbles collection for this one. And I can't remember what anything is called today. I am just like losing it. It must be this cold that I've got because it's just completely throwing me off, because I know that this is one of my favorite collections. I think it's called Fun in the Sun, maybe. But it's one of my favorites right now. I just can't remember offhand what it's called. But I love that. This one was for Spiegel Mom Scraps, I believe. This is another paper issues challenge that I did with this sketch design or layout design. And I used this cute little photo of my baby girl with some Scrap and Happy Studio flair. And then the Boho Sunshine collection from Simple Stories, I believe it was. This one here is a punny title using some Ellie's Studio stamps. I've used some Bella Boulevard goodies on here to document my crazy cow. And of course some Scrap and Happy Studio flair on this one as well. I think that was for Cherry Challenge, for a cherry on top. And then this one is another one for the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. Another one of my boys at the beach. I just love them. They are having a blast. And this is one of our favorite beaches. I just layered this up. Put some pattern papers down here on the left for some interest. Added some sequins and some other little goodies and called this one a day. But it's a pretty simple design, but I really love how this one turned out with the orange background. This one is another one for Thermoweb using some little gardening tools. This is a cut file by Pear Tree Cut Files. I used some fuzzy plush papers on the tools and then some foil for the actual metal parts of the tools. And then I've got some photos here of my little guy collecting cabbage. This was like one of our best gardens that we ever had that year. We had the biggest cabbage that I've ever seen in the garden that year, and it just was amazing. So he was helping us collect, and they were bigger than his head, and he could barely carry them, but it was so cute. So I love how this one turned out. I used kind of a mix of Simple Stories goodies on this one. This one was another Shimmers layout with yet another cut file by Pear Tree, and I think the Lazy Summer Day was by Colorcast Designs, this acrylic piece. I used a bunch of Hip Kit Club goodies on this one, and I just layered up a lot of the florals from one of the kits that I had. I actually think I combined a couple kits on that, and added some thread and lots of shimmers, mixed media around the sun in the background. And then last but not least, I've got this one for a cherry on top. I've added some black paint, and I used Paige Evans' new collection, Adventurous, for this one. And I just added lots of pink bits. They were riding around in her little pink eraser battery car thing. So I thought this title, Getaway Car, was just absolutely perfect for this, and it just worked out nicely. So I think this month I've gotten, 14 layouts done this month. And then I also did some cards for Thermoweb, and I also did some mini album projects. So I've gotten a lot done this month already. And then for next month, I've got lots of projects coming up. I have lots of design team work coming up and just lots of crazy fun things for next month. So I've got a pretty good stack going for August already. And I'm still working on things to finish out the month. So I'm kind of playing catch up, getting this video filmed for you all. And then I'm going to go and file this stack along with my last month's stack, because I still have that one too. And it's not like me to have so many laying here that need filed into my album. So I'm going to go get that done, and I'm going to get this place cleaned up, because it has been a craft like nightmare around here with all of the things everywhere, and my room is just crazy. So look for my videos coming up here. I'll be posting more for August and all the crazy things that I do around here. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will keep doing these videos for you. So let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.